This is Grandmaster Revenue. And it is 3:23 in the afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon. History. History books have been written for centuries. Some written with lies, some with truth. And some who are full of lies put their own truth in history books. But especially the ones we all learn from in school. Okay. This coin here. This coin. This is a 1885 silver Morgan silver dollar. There's a lot of history in this coin. Now I've been hearing about they want to remove Alexander Hamilton from the $10 bill, and they want to put in Harriet Tubman. Okay, sounds good. I mean, I don't mind seeing Harriet Tubman or Frederick Douglass on a bill of money. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, but within the last, say, less than 10 years, we've had, the younger generation. Half of the millennials, half of the Gen Zs. Try to. A few of them think they know more. Think they know better than the older generation, like the baby boomers, Gen X, you name it. Well, here we're at round two, both different guide office, okay? I love history. There's one thing my son and I have in common is that we love history. We love to learn from history, that we could learn to prepare ourselves for the future. And also share that knowledge with the next generation, But behind this is the silver dollar, the Morgan silver dollar, has a lot of history in it. A lot of history. It has over 135. This coin here is 135 years old. It's been through many hands, but has it? Who knows? Who knows? But we're dealing with all kinds of issues right now. We're dealing with our president wants to go to war. Pick up where Obama left off in 2011. I mean, the big question is that there are going to be a lot of big questions here today. Question number one: do we really have to go back to the Middle East and fight Syria? Answer is no. And then the president says, "Well, Putin's going to pay. Did Russia really interfere in the election? Did China? Did Iran? Probably not. Because this election happened here. The interference happened in here, not out there, not from overseas. I don't buy it. About one bit. Are we better off not going to Syria to take out the last remaining country that didn't give up? I mean, let's see, Iraq, Kuwait, Afghanistan, Turkey, you know. We're supposed to be taking out 7 countries in 5 years in the Middle East. Never happened. Never happened because why? Well, the countries in the Middle East have allies with Russia. They have allies with China. They have allies with, say, Iran to a degree here. And if one country like ours, our military is supposed to take out what, 5 countries in 7? No, wait, 7 countries in 5 years, or 5 in 7 years. We need to take care of our own problem, not someone else's. Okay, not someone else's. Did Syria attack us? No. No. Did Iraq attack us? No. Did Iran attack us? No. Did Afghanistan attack us? No. Kuwait? Nah. But why were we there really? That's the big question. Right now we have issues in our own country. We have problems in our own country that we have to deal with. The economy, jobs, you know. We got Antifa, which is a real dangerous group, not a ideology. Well, they're also an ideology too, but Biden during the debate says they're not the real thing. It's just an ideology. Oh, really? You cognitive dysfunctional son of a bitch. Then you have BLM. Do you guys ever wonder what happened to that $93 million that they're supposed to get? Right? 93. I mean, celebrities are so fucking stupid, okay? They want their fans to donate to BLM. Black Lives Matter. Okay, what's the total? $93 million. Because every chapter was supposed to get a piece of that 93 mil. Did it happen? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, those morons thinking, well, we're going to get that $93 million. When? It's March 18th on a Thursday at 3:32 p.m. and we don't hear about BLM getting that $93 million. Did they get it? No. Fuck no. But here's something guys might not know. Okay. Fiscal year 2017 and fiscal year 2019, BLM got a total of $4.5 million. Okay, now, check this out. $899,000 for travels and expenses. $16 million for, wait. 1.6 million, okay, 1.6 million was supposed to go for consulting. Who are they going to consult? The sheriff of Candyland? $2.1 million for salaries. And these are going to go to people who don't even fucking work. That's right. Nationwide, BLM chapters are a village full of lazy motherfuckers. Yeah. I mean, if they have plenty of time, plenty of time to all congregate in the middle of the fucking street and wait for a white guy in a Prius who just lucky enough to get sneaked through and just and get chased by a stupid motherfucker in a black pickup truck, while another dumb motherfucker in a lime green Mustang convertible, as they're trying to kill this poor guy. Why are they willing to kill a white guy who's done nothing to these motherfuckers, just without even touching anybody, but was careful of not hitting anybody, but he took off. But all of a sudden, once he went through, it's like they all scattered as soon as the light came on. Wow. And then, last but not least, $328,000 per chapter. Okay, here's a big question. How many chapters would it get a piece of that $93 million? And how will it be split in how many chapters? I mean, you gotta think, how many chapters? Okay, how many chapters are going to get a piece of this money? Okay, for travels and expenses, consulting, salary, and per chapter. Okay, now, Act Blue and Doesn't Current was supposed to be the money people. Doesn't Current was supposed to be the middle guy, right? The middle guy. But what happened? What happened? Right? What happened? Was Antifa getting any donations from somebody besides George Soros and shit? And if they were, here's another big question. Exactly how much money was Antifa chapters supposed to get, and how many chapters we're going to get a piece of that, whatever money they're getting? Did they get any funding? Probably not. Now, I can understand, history of law enforcement with their police brutality. I can understand that shit, Cops assaulting somebody. Cops shooting somebody. Okay. So, and here you got SJWs, snowflakes, you got these PC police pussies over here, you got these overgrown children at these overpriced daycare centers called colleges, which their parents should pull these little pussies from and get their refunds back, because their kids are now dumber as they first went into college. They're now dumber than a box of rocks, okay? They're dumber than a box of Fruit Loops, by the way. They're part of this movement of trying to claim that they are smarter than the people who are speaking at the school, by the way, which pretty much they don't know hardly anything, because they ask these dumbest questions thinking, well, over here, this, that, well, a lot of these questions need to be there need to be these big questions asked to these soft, blue-haired, gin-soaked waffle heads. Okay. Now, here's my question, personally. How come they ain't got the balls to actually have a conversation? And how come they lost their balls when they are afraid to even have a simple civil conversation? You know? I know their heart is in the right place, but their brain is up their ass. I mean, I don't know where they got this information from. Maybe it's from a third party that got it from the other person who got the information but didn't really fully get the information that they, oh yeah, I remember. So the third party goes, hey, guess what? What this guy said, what do you say? I don't know. I gotta go back. But I know there are smart people out there. I know there are smart millennials. I know there's smart Gen Zs. But half of those two generations are dumber than a box of Jell-O. I mean, you gotta wonder. But they get so in their mind, okay, in their minds, they get so easily offended, okay? Now, in their little minds, if you don't agree with them, they're offended. Okay? If you don't agree with them, then you're a racist. If you don't agree with us, you're this, you're that, you're the whole fucking crap sandwich here. But when you respond with a question, you're answering their question, they get offended because you're not answering the question that they want it answered, the way they want it answered, okay? It's like Clay Aiken. Now, he wanted answer the question of a yes-no question. Answer, yes or no. Well, the thing is, you just can't say, well, it's a answer the question, it's a yes or no answer. Okay, Gumby, let me ask the question for you, but ain't gonna be no yes or no question. You can, partially. But the thing is, as the guy who's asking the question, your job is to ask the question, shut the fuck up, and wait for the answer to be answered. Don't interfere, because the person answering the question not the way you want it to be answered. Okay, so if you're the questionnaire guy, person, shut the fuck up, hold your horses, and wait until you get your fucking answer. Don't be a PC. Queen shooting golf ball machine here. No. Just wait until the answer. Don't say, well, answer the questions. Shut the fuck up, Clay Aiken. The person will answer the question. Okay? Don't force the person to answer. Let them answer. Nobody gets a rat's ass if the person doesn't answer the question the way you want it answered. Shut the fuck up. Wait for the answer. If the person next to the guy who questioned says anything, tells me, I would give the guy the middle finger. Tell him, fuck off. Let me answer the question. Because if anybody don't like the way you answer their question, you're not answering the way I want it. Who gives a flying fuck? I'm going to answer the question the best way I can. You sniffing little bitch. Shut the fuck up and let me answer the question. And not the way you want it answered because you're a pussy. I'm going to answer it the best way I can, okay? Fuck your yes no answer question here. I'm going to answer it the best way I can. So, shut your pie hole, sit on your hands, and shut the fuck up. Simple as that, right? So, if anybody don't like the way you answer the question, that's like CNN, okay? Don Lemon asked the question, okay? The person was going to answer the question, but Don Lemon interrupted, if you're an interview guy, okay, shut the fuck up, wait for the person to answer your damn question, okay? Shut the fuck up. They're answering your question. It might not be the one you're looking for, but it's a answer to your petty ass question. Okay? Now, the big question. Why is the media becoming a cartel? Getting that cartel power, like the cartel, you know? The media is supposed to be the news people, not the... If he doesn't answer the question, take it to the woodshed and put one behind his ear. And that's not how that works. The thing is, the media is becoming too lazy. The media has becoming too lazy, and they have become ass kissers. Ass kissers. Social media for people. Ass kissers. Now, I got an email yesterday. Okay. There's a video I did about a couple years back, about last year. It was about a video that I did, but the video was called Hard News TV Video Pulled by YouTube. Okay. I was just going with what they had, okay? Hi, Anonymous Republic Network. We want to let you know our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We know you may not have realized this was a violation. Fuck your violation. Of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. However, we have removed the following content from YouTube, the video. Hard News TV pulled by YouTube, and it was a video I did a long time ago. There was some issues there, but Hard News TV a video was pulled by YouTube. Well, it says here, YouTube does not allow content to spread medical misinformation that contradicts local health authorities or the World Health Organization. Medical information about COVID-19, including the method to prevent, treat, or diagnose COVID-19 and the meanings of transmission of COVID-19. Now, I've mentioned, okay, vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, which is another way to counter COVID-19. I mean, it's a respiratory sickness, the virus. So WHO the people at the WHO are not as smart as I think they are, because the head person at the WHO contacted Susan Wojcicki at YouTube, and she was on CNN and NBC News, and she said that, well, if any video that talks about WHO, CV19, vitamin D, C, zinc, whatever it is, it will be it will be removed due to our policy violation. Okay. At the time, there was no policy, of course, no policy at all. So Facebook got in on it too. So did Twitter. Okay. Now, Apple and Google has this thing where on our phones, okay, on our phones, where it has a tracking, right? See if anybody, whoever you come close to, might or might not have CV19. Well, I turned mine off. I ain't gonna use it. Why? We are already fucked up as it is, you know. We were fine in late 2019, right? But check this shit out. October of 2019 was the front page of Memorial for Kobe Bryant and his daughter. And right in the bottom left side, there's a little thing. And right then and there they were already looking for a vaccine for COVID-19. And this was in October of 2019. Okay, this was before the, to me, in my opinion, I think this shit was done way ahead of time. I think this was done way ahead of time. More than we could progress of how fast it was done here. But it wasn't until early, say about February, March of 2020 that shit's been shut down. We're on lockdown. We're on lockdown. Okay? We're all on lockdown. Can't go inside to eat. Can't go to a fast food. Can't do shit. Can't do a damn thing. So, here we are. 2021, March 18th, 2021. So, at this point here, okay, are we still on lockdown? I don't think so. Now, like in Michigan, that Governor Whitmer or Cutmore had these rules that, check this out. One of them was you couldn't row in your boat alone. Wow. You can't row in your boat alone? You are more than 6 feet away. If you're on a beach in San Diego or Los Angeles and you're on a windsurf or whatever it is, and you're out by yourself, you get arrested. Now, one of our dumb things is if you own a second house or a second property, you're not allowed to go there. Okay, Governor Whitmer, what if I did go to my second house? What you do then, you shell cunt? Can't do a fucking thing, can ya? You dumb broad. Can't do shit. Because if you own a second property or a second house, you can do what the fuck you want. Go to your second house. Don't listen to this bitch, man. Shit. Oh, and you cannot go and buy some paint. You can't buy anything to fix your house. Why not? I want to paint a pair of boobs on my wall. Can I do that? No. Okay, here's the big question, folks. This is the big question to all these lame-ass millennials and lame-ass Gen Zs, the ones who are brainless, by the way. Half you are brainless, by the way. But here's my question, because I know some of you dumbasses are part of BLM, Antifa, you're part of this group of overgrown children at overpriced daycare centers and shit. All this crappy crapola call people here. Here's my question for you morons. I know that some of you dipshits like to throw the race card. You have this deck, it has every card from homophobia, Islamophobia, all of this, and even races. Card. Okay. But do you know, since you're a bunch of assholes, even though you're so easily offended like a bunch of pussies, that you offend people. You offend people. Yeah. However you fuckers offend people. Yourselves. If you think that we offend you, over what? And do you know it also offends us? Because we've done nothing to offend you motherfuckers. Nothing. Not one bit. But somehow you're so easily offended. My feelings hurt. Like someone gives a rat's ass about your feelings? Facts don't give a flying fuck about your feelings? Only thing your feelings can prove to you is that you're a bunch of pussies. That's what you are. There are good people, smart people from Gen Z and the millennial side here, okay? I believe that. But they also can see through the crap that the other half of the millennials and other half of the Gen Zs who are dumber than a box of rocks, covered in a second coat of paint, and smelling like shit. Because they're all full of it up to your eyebrows. And you all can take a big whiff of that smelling of shit. And it seems you love that odor. You love that odor. But there are a lot of businesses, a lot of people, okay? There are a lot of people, okay? There are a lot of people, okay? A lot of people who own businesses, who hire good people, who want to work. And there are some people that work at fast food restaurants because they got bills to pay. Rent, home insurance, car payments and shit, you know. Bills they gotta pay. Phone bill, utility bill, groceries. They got to pay the gas bill. They got to pay the mortgage, rent, all kinds of shit. They got to pay. You know. And they have to work at places to make sure that they got their bills paid on time. And what happened to Rayshard Brooks in Atlanta, he did it to himself. Okay? Now, some of you are blaming the police for killing Breonna Taylor, okay? Let me hit you in the jaw with reality. Okay? You might want to blame her boyfriend. Okay? He's the one that fired the first shot that got her killed. Capiche? The boyfriend of Breonna Taylor fired the first shot that got her killed. So, don't blame the cops. Why? Because they were returning fire themselves. If this guy would have holstered his weapon and not fired, she would have been alive today. So, the officer got off. Okay. See, for example, if someone fires at you, would you return fire back? Of course you would. Of course you would. If someone fired at you first, what are you going to do? You're going to fire right back. What would happen if you fire at a bunch of officers? Action, there's an opposite reaction. Say, if one asshole fires one shot at a bunch of cops, guess what? They're all going to open up on this motherfucker. That's what happened that got her killed. The motherfucker fired at the cops. So what happened? They fired right back at him, caught her in the crossfire. So he's to blame. Right? He's to blame. So Black Lives Matter is all upset because she got killed by cops. Okay, Black Lives Matter. You might need a put your bolts back in your fucking neck. Maybe you should have looked at the thing right, the report right. Her boyfriend fired first. So you're saying it's okay for him to fire at cops, but when they return fire at him and she gets caught in the crossfire, you're going to sit there and blame the cops? I wouldn't blame the cops. I would blame that motherfucker for getting her killed. Did George Floyd deserve the way he died? No. No, he didn't. If they would take him to the hospital, okay, if you notice, behind that cop that had his name on his neck, two of them were holding him down while he had his knee on his neck while he died. But here's the kicker. There was an autopsy of George Floyd. And this is where BLM became retarded, brainless, brain senseless, blind like a dumb shit. They said his neon's neck killed him. No, it did not. It may have been a part of that, but it may have contributed to that too. But Black Lives Matter. Here's the results of that independent autopsy. That motherfucker had so much drugs in his system, it would have killed at least 2 horses, man. I mean, this guy had so much drugs in his system, man. He was ODing. He was ODing. He was overdosing while the guy had his knee on his neck. So, yeah, the knee on the neck did help contribute to his death. But the autopsy was done independently. He had drugs in his system. This guy was a criminal motherfucker that needed to be put in the hospital to have his life saved, not killed, man, not taken, man. And here's one thing. Eric Gardner. How come one officer got charged and put in prison while the others that contributed in his death didn't go along with the motherfucker? And why did the Supreme Court give officers across the country qualified immunity? Why? They're not lawmakers. They're not policy makers. They don't make the laws. They don't. They're presiding judges on cases, man. I wouldn't give a cop a goddamn thing. I wouldn't give him a bucket of piss for his future. I would have taken his immunity away. If a cop fucked up and he's getting sued, let him get sued. The cop fucked up. The taxpayers were flipping the bill on the settlement and shit, man. What the fuck? This is the shit that Antifa and Black Lives Matter movement, their little fake global movement, they don't think about. No. The three founders says we're trained Marxists. No, you're actually trained cunts. Being trained Marxist is the last thing you ever learn. In his terms, you're a fucking cunt. Karl Marx was a racist motherfucker. He didn't care about black people or Jews or anybody else. The guy was a racist motherfucker. So why are these 3 trouser stains claiming to be, we're trained Marxists? Yeah, right. You 3 are a bunch of trained cunts. The reason they said that they created this little group thing is to tear down the nuclear family. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. The biggest problem Kenneth Owens hit the nail on the head every damn time. Fatherless homes is the problem. T.I. just needed to shut the fuck up. He got mad because Candace Owens owned his ass. See, black folk, T.I. doesn't represent you. Black Lives Matter movement, little trained Marxist group that was founded by the three trained Marxist cunts, they don't represent you. Hard working, high educated. Again, hard working, church going, God fearing black people. That's the real Black Lives Matter right there. Hard working, educated, church going, God fearing, God loving black people. That little movement that's been founded by the three fake trained Marxists, I call them Black Lives Matter. Why? Because they don't represent black community in this country. They don't. Now, imagine this. They were supposed to get the $93 million, right? Right? What happened to it? What happened to the $93 million? I could probably bitch anything that those three bitches that found the group took the money. I bet those three bitches took the money and ran. I would bet my bottom dollar that those three bitches took that money and ran. And leave those chapters flat broke. With nothing. I think those three bitches that found the group took the money and ran. Think about it. Each chapter was supposed to get a piece of that 93 million. I would bet anything those 2-3 fake trained Marxist cunts took the money and ran with it. I bet they had backing from Act Blue and Thousand Current. Screw over every single chapter, BLM chapter. Think about it. Think about it for a moment, folks. Think about it for a moment. What if Black Lives Matter wasn't really a movement, but a money-making scheme? A Ponzi scheme? A BLM global network. Yeah, maybe it wasn't that global, but kind of local to a degree, just a little degree. I mean, think about it. That's like Al Sharpton's group network. Al Sharpton's network. That dude's getting money every damn month. He gets money for taxpayers, man. Think about it. Think about it just a moment, man. The Black Lives Matter Global Network. Al Sharpton's little network. The motherfucker's making money through his network, man. He owes $4.5 million taxes. Think about it. Think about it. Just a little bit. For a moment. Let it all sink in, BLM. I want every chapter of Black Lives Matter every chapter in this country to think, okay? You guys were supposed to get the 93 million, right? Right? Think about it. You got something from fiscal 2017 and fiscal 2019. Think about that. Total amount of 4.5 million. Okay, now that was a couple years ago. Celebrities had their fans donate money to you, motherfucker, right? Right? It came to the total of $93 million. Okay, and all you chapters of BLM, this fake global network. Okay, we're supposed to get this money, a piece of money. Did y'all see the money, or get at least $1 out of that thing? No. But do you ever wonder if the founders of Black Lives Matter, this global network movement thing, think? Every chapter was supposed to get a piece of that 93 mil. Okay? Right? And, you didn't see a fucking dime, did you? I'm wondering. Okay? Look, take your time, big time. Take time to think, because you don't need your brain to be fried. Think. Stop and think for a moment. Act Blue doesn't currents. What's supposed to be the ones handling the money? Okay. Have you ever stopped and to think that maybe the three co-founders of the Black Lives Matter network, global network movement, and along with Act Blue, as a current, took the money and ran, leaving you brainless chapters with nothing but hands in the air going, what happened here? We're supposed to be getting that cut of that 93 mil. Holy crap. We didn't see a fucking dime. Think about that for a moment. See, you dumbass don't think. You don't think. You don't pay a fucking attention. $93 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And none of you motherfuckers didn't get a piece of that money. But again, stop and think. What if the three founders of Black Lives Matter took the money and ran, along with Thousand Currents and Act Blue? They basically ripped you off, man. They ripped you off. And you were going along with this movement like proud soldiers with no brains. Because you had your head up each ass and the ears full of crap. Following blind like a bunch of blind mice. You followed blindly. You all follow blindly, but you're thinking, we're going to get that 93 mil. Bro, no, we're not getting that money because they don't know where it went. Well, I think, bro, man, do you think we got that money? No, man, we got jip, bro. No, whatever. But the thing is, you got fucked. You got played. Black Lives Matter chapters, you got screwed. You got played. Where's your money at? I don't see it. Where's your money? Where's your fucking money? See, you followed so blindly, you became dumb. Not realizing the three women who co-founded your little movement might have taken your money and ran, leaving you stupid, blind, and broke. Here you are. Here you are. Blind, stupid, and broke. But yet, you went out to destroy Wendy's in Atlanta where somebody worked to pay their bills, man. See, you fucked them as the founders of your movement fucked you. Yeah. They fucked you out of your money as you destroyed a Wendy's in Atlanta, a Walmart in Chicago and Minneapolis, where people worked. What happened now? They gotta go find work to pay their bills. You took someone's livelihood away, their job away, because, like your co-founder of your little movement, you are now stupid, you are now blind, and now you're now broke. But yet you're going to stand in the middle of the street, block traffic. Okay. Now, I remember early last year, there was an elderly woman who's cleaning up a store that was looted, sweeping up, putting things in the curb. An elderly black woman, pissed off because you motherfuckers looted the store she worked at. Yeah. Early last year, around this time, you fucked up. "29 years ago, the LA riots happened. There's a lot of looting. People died. And you know something? Between you and Antifa, you have murdered 35 people. Maybe even 40 within the last within now and last year. You murdered people, put them in the hospital, destroyed businesses. See, it's one thing that you don't think. It's another thing that you don't pay attention to what's really happening. Because you don't fucking care. You have no heart. You have no brain. And surely you ain't got no guts. No backbone. You're willing to obediently fall in line. Even you young white fuckers, same thing. You obediently, blindly follow. Like a bunch of brainless slaves that you all become. They got you thinking like them. Instead of thinking for yourself, you're thinking like them. No brains. You become the Walking Dead with who obediently follow. With such obedience, you're willing to follow them. Destroy businesses, attack people, kill people. There's been more kids dead because of you motherfuckers than any adult than a year. A 1-year-old boy was shot and killed in New York. An 8-year-old girl was killed because of you motherfuckers. Shot in the back while she was with her mom. Her mom turned around and you motherfuckers fired on the car, shooting the girl in the back, killing her. You also killed a 16-year-old kid in Seattle. And got away with it. If that was my kid you shot and killed, I'll go after you. I'll go after you. That's how I feel about it, man. No, it's not a threat, so don't. They're thinking, you two, he threatened me. It's it's a opinion. I have a right to my opinion. You two, he threatened. It's an opinion, right? It's an opinion. It's like if my viewer here had an opinion. Well, what would their opinion be on the matter? Yeah, I can admit, cops do fuck up from time to time. They ain't perfect. Okay, they're not perfect. But they're essential, man. You know, it just that there are issues with, cops do fuck up from time to time. Not all cops are bad, but there are some bad apples that need to be squashed from employment as an officer. That I do agree. Okay. Now, again, 29 years ago in the riots in LA, over $1 billion in damage. $29 years later, they're still rebuilding, man. They're still rebuilding. Over 51 lives lost, $1 billion in damages, homes. I mean, a big old destruction, man.
We're getting Chinese food. What do you want?
Hi.
What kind of Chinese food do you want? Chicken and broccoli?
Broccoli, chicken with rice.
Let's talk.
Broccoli, chicken with rice.
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay. An elderly man cried. An elderly black man cried because these little bastards destroyed his business. And he said, look, I used to live in the ghetto. I own my business. You destroyed it. I also want to ask this one important question to a lot of you. And this question is going to be sticking in your head for a while. So pay the fucking attention. Is looting the best thing to get to pay back the people that killed George Floyd? Is it worth it? No. Because you're burning down businesses that people own to make a living, man. You got bills to pay, right? Utilities. You got a car. Got to pay the insurance. Got to pay the payments and shit. You got a house. Got to pay the house payment, house insurance, all the other shit that none of you fuckers ever think about. You're out there riding and shit. You don't care about how someone's going to pay their bills. What if you're in their shoes? Someone disrupted your business or a place where you work, where you got to pay your bills, man. You got to work to pay your bills. Some of you fuckers of Antifa and BLM, you don't think about that shit. You don't care. You don't fucking care. People have bills to pay, man. They got kids to take care of. Like some of you bitches out there willing to bring your kids out there, put them in fucking danger. See, that's not thinking. That's putting your child in danger. And if they die because you bring them out there, that's on their blood. It's on your fucking hands. There was some dumb broad taking her kids out, two of her kids out there. Now, what would happen if those kids died in her hands? Okay? The blood, their deaths, okay? Their blood is on their mom's hands, also on the hands of every member of Antifa and BLM. Oh, yeah. Any dumb shit that bring their kids out there to whatever they're doing, and the kids get hurt or shot or maybe even stabbed, guess what? Their blood is on the hands of the mother, hands of the father, the hands on the entire BLM network and Antifa. So, how about some of you dumb fucks think before change? Pull your head out of your ass, clean the gunk from your fucking ears, take off the blinders, put on your thinking cap, and actually think for a change, you brainless slave morons. Yeah, you're all slaves. You're slaves to the movement who just screwed you out of $93 million. You fucked yourself, man. You thought, I'm going to join this movement. Yeah, but you fucked yourself by following obediently like a blind mice who thinking, your little chapter's going to get a cut of the money? Oh, fuck you. That money's gone. I'll tell you right now. Those three ladies who founded this little fake movement you guys are doing now, they screwed you. They screwed you out of that money. I bet you anything, those three trifling trouser stains took that money and ran. Along with Act Blue and Desert Current. Think about it for a change, man. Think about it for a change. You dumb fucks. I'm Grandmaster Revan. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment below. If you're new to this channel, please share this video. And if you get this transmission, you are the resistance. Knowledge is free, knowledge is power. I want to say healthy, warm wise. I love you guys. Peace out. Godspeed.